Very good morning. Today we've come over to Germany for a visit to the wonderful Phantasialand. I've been here now on numerous different occasions and it's great to be back at what is one of my favourite theme parks in the world. It is home to the beautiful Klugheim that opened last year. It was great to come out as soon as Taron had opened. What an absolutely amazing coaster it really is. Welcome back to Klugheim, which is one of the best, most immersive themed areas in the world. Like I say, I might have been on Taron numerous times. However, it will be Martin's first time, even though he's been to the park before. Obviously, Leah and Charlotte, they both haven't been to the park before. So it is going to be their first time seeing everything here at the beautiful Phantasialand. I love this park so much, and standing here in Klugheim just confirms why this has got to be one of my favourite theme parks out there in the world. And it's a very small park. Everything's very compact inside Phantasialand. But what you get is quality, and everything's nice and close to each other. You don't have to do much walking around, and the way these split off each of these themed areas, it is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, look at this. It's just like track everywhere. Of course, you've got the little Vekoma Junior boomerang just there as well. And then, of course, Taron, which is manufactured by Intamin. With the two launches, you've got the first launch, which isn't really that forceful. It's more about the transitions, the different turns, what you get on that. And then the second launch, which is absolutely outstanding, propels you towards the waterfall before making your way up, banking up to the left, and definitely the most forceful part of the experience. So we're just here waiting to go on Taron, and it's quite surprising that Leah is actually in the queue. Are you sure you're not just here to just look at the theme and you are actually going to ride?
She's a hologram. She's not there.
She's actually going to go on it. I think, is she there? Hello? Yeah, that's fine. You're actually coming on. Are you excited?
I didn't want to come on this one.
Are you looking, what do you think to Klugheim?
Beautiful.
It is beautiful. There's a lot to see and so much to discover. And Martin, first time walking in. Last time we were still on a bridge up there looking at it.
I'm amazed by just how much track there is in such a small space and how much theming there is in such a small space. Usually, when it comes to twisted mess of track, I don't usually like them.
Smiler.
But with this twisted mess of track, I like it, you know, because there's so much theming about.
There's so many head choppers and near misses on this.
Exactly. So yes, this is my most anticipated ride of the trip, to be fair. So
there we go. Testing.
If it's not in my top 10, I will be disappointed, I think.
The ride is going. The launch. Oh, wait till you hear the sound of the second launch. What do you think to Klugheim? First impressions?
Gorgeous. It's so nice.
It is. I know these guys weren't that keen from the outside of the park, and we had Martin's thoughts on the car parks and stuff last time, so we won't go into that again. But I know what you mean. Like the entrance to the park,
as far as I'm concerned, your experience starts in the car park when you're driving to the park. But other people like Sean.
Get ready. Oh, it's like a Ferrari.
That's what I think. I think your experience starts when you're driving to the park.
So we're in.
Within like 5 miles of the park. That's
maybe because I've not driven to any parks other than with you. That's why. Like normally I'm on public transport, so that's probably why. And Martin's got his million annual pass on, ready to scan through. He gets his, you get your discount here with your million annual pass as well.
Oh, yeah.
Not. Don't actually do that, guys. But yeah, you're looking forward to Taron. You've heard a lot. I think this ride up.
If you want to complain, it's theme park worldwide.
Yeah, I think you'll really enjoy it. And as much as the first section is not really intense, that second section, oh my God, it's a top 3 coaster for me. Shambhala's still at number 1. You got Helix at Liseberg in number 2, and then this is right behind it at number 3. But all my top 3 coasters are amazing. I love them to bits. But this is a theme in paradise. Not long now to go till the opening. 10 o'clock opening. We're in the pre-queue just here, which goes all the way back through Klugheim. And Charlotte's got her ripped jeans on today as well.
I've been dragged through a hedge.
Dragged through a hedge. Can you not afford any proper clothes? No. Right, let's make our way to the queue. So excited to get back on Taron. I might have been on this ride so many times now, but every time I walk around this queue line, it gives me a really fuzzy feeling inside.
Hashtag fuzzy feeling.
Hashtag fuzzy feeling.
Oh, Sean's fuzzy feeling.
We're right near the front as well, which is good. Straight into that front row queue. Should be on one of the first trains of the day, probably the 3rd, 4th train, depending on how many people join that front row queue. Look at this, it's got to be the best views ever from a queue line. Hashtag rock work, baby. Hashtag rock work. This is my heaven round here. Everything from the footers to the building to the trains to the soundtrack. Let's go. Are you ready, Charlotte?
Yeah.
Are you excited? Taron.
Ist das Rauchen verboten. Die Mitnahme von losen Gegenständen jeglicher Art.
Off we go. On the front row, Taron, Charlotte's first ever ride. Are you ready, Charlotte? Yeah. Off we go. Oh, so intense. So that's the slower section of the ride done with. And here we go. Launch number 2 in 3, 2, 1, go! Whoa. Wow. Oh my God, it's running great. It is running so good. Ah. Whoa. Oh my God. Wow. Oh wow. Yes. Oh wow. Oh my God, that was running really, really well. Wow. Come on then,
Yes! Number 1, baby!
Yes!
Number 1!
Number 1!
Number 1!
What a ride!
That's my number 1 coaster.
Did you enjoy it?
Yes. Oh my God, that is amazing.
I knew you were going to love it. It's
It
tiring,
doesn't
it's
even
gorgeous.
need inversions.
It
No
really
way.
doesn't. The head choppers, the tunnels, the forces, the second launch. Wow.
The fact that you are so exposed
You are.
makes it better.
That is
That is what makes it
You are so
better, I think.
exposed on
The
that.
fact that your actual body is swinging to side makes that coaster better.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
That's what makes it.
It's a world-class ride, and you know what? It's even more intense on the back row and on an afternoon.
And do you know the best part? Leah's boobs popped out.
How was it?
I actually loved it.
You really enjoyed it. It's so intense though, isn't it? It's like, oh, it's just crazy. I'm so glad you liked it. And Charlotte.
coaster!
Top coaster!
That
Yeah.
beats Shambhala to me.
It is gorgeous. It's so close.
I absolutely love that.
It is an amazing ride.
New top coaster.
It's a top coaster. And like that ride is stunning, and it was running so good this morning. You all know my thoughts on it: the head choppers, the near misses, and that second launch coming round that corner. You go around that S bend and you come round to it, and it's like, oh my God, what a ride! I'm so glad these guys enjoyed it though. Look at it, the beautiful Klugheim here in Phantasialand. I mean, look at that. Where else in the world can you have a ride with this much theming? A coaster, what's this much theme? And it's just outstanding. What a ride. Taron at Phantasialand. I'm so glad they enjoyed it. Charlotte's even having to redo her hair. And Martin even got a little juicy bonus on board as well, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, that's why it's his number 1. Yeah. But honestly, what a ride. And you know when, I do hype this ride up a lot, but hopefully that proves to you that I'm not just overhyping it. Get yourself out here. You saw how they reacted. Get out here. Forget Thorpe Park. Forget Alton Towers. Get out here on a flight to Cologne. Come and see this park. Well worth it for Taron alone. What a ride. Or drive.
I recommend drive.
Look at it. It is so intense. This section here, and it's running so well today as well. 4 trains on this morning. It's running beautifully. Wow.
I recommend driving.
You fancy driving?
Yeah.
They'll be back, I'm sure, to come and ride this again.
Because then you see that the park's not perfect.
The key to this park, don't judge a book by its covers, because when you get inside the book, it'll be the best book you ever read. Now we might have just been on what is one of the best roller coasters in the world, but Phantasialand is also home to my favourite water ride out there, the beautiful Chapas. However, unfortunately, it is closed. I mean, we did have a good idea it was going to be closed before coming here today. It's been shut. I was speaking to a staff member just, it's been shut for a couple of weeks nearly now. There is a problem with some of the mechanics with the ride. It's a shame that you're not going to get to experience that. It's the steepest drop on a log flume in the world there over on Chapas, and it takes you down and into this little bunny hill before making a splash at the bottom. I absolutely adore Chapas so much, and it's a shame we're not going to get to ride it today. It's one of those, unfortunately, when you go to these parks, you know, you can't expect to get on everything all the time. Other than that, though, we're looking all right for today in terms of ride reliability. At least they're taking the opportunity to do a bit of painting down there whilst the ride is closed for a technical problem. Fixing the lights here as well. They really care about the appearance here at Phantasialand. But yeah, how gorgeous does that look?
Yeah, it looks lovely.
It's my favourite footpath in the park because you get to stand here and look out over the beautiful Mexico. And then on this side, you get the really nice views of Klugheim, and I think Martin's just amazed to see it without the walls up. I mean, when we were here, you know, we had a photo just on the corner.
I wasn't allowed to have a look.
And look at it, here it is, and it is beautiful. As Charlotte has pointed out, the only bit of this, what sort of doesn't look very nice, is this here just on the left-hand side. Looks better now than it did a year ago when the ride opened, because obviously they've only just planted all the shrubbery and stuff, and it is starting to grow over there. But I'd like to think that they will do something with that in the long term. But yeah, look at that, really nice views, and it is gorgeous. What a ride, what an experience. We're going to make our way down to Fantasy now, where we're going to go on Windjass and also have a look at the construction work taking place for Fly, the brand new launched flying coaster from Vekoma that will be opening soon here at Phantasialand. So here we are in Berlin, which is the main entrance to the park. We were directed to the China entrance this time, hence why we came in over near Klugheim, because there is two entrances up there as well, one at Mystery, and then of course you've got the China one. This is the main one with like the main street area in Berlin. I love this, it's got a really nice feel. You've got all the characters out down there as well. And of course you've got the Funhouse here, you've got Mouse ou Chocolat just over here as well, which is the interactive ride. And here's a little look then at Fly. Obviously there you've got one of the cranes working on the site. God, I love this part. And I believe we can get a little view of what's happening over here. There. Hello. One of the inversions there on Fly. Look at that. We'll make our way around the other side into Fantasy where we can see it a little bit closer. So here we are then in Fantasy, where we've got this massive billboard up advertising what is going to be the largest flying coaster in the world and the first to feature a launch as well. Looks very interesting. It's like it's going to have a steampunk style theme to this. I'm not too sure how I pronounce the themed area really. Obviously the ride's called Fly and it's part of Rukbra. I'm not too sure how it's pronounced really. But here's the concept art for it, and obviously knowing how Phantasialand do their amazing theming, look at this. Looks very interesting. I mean, is this supposed to be the track maybe here? And we're going to see this massive themed, what looks like a warehouse of some form, and all about like flying contraptions and flying machines, and a worldwide unique project is being created for you. You know, you've already got some little bits of theming on the outside here as well. So this is quite cool. Can't wait to see this when it's done.
I was going to say, Sean, you'll get a good view on there.
Well, you could until the other week, because this park love to keep things a surprise, and they're not really the biggest fans of enthusiasts here. They've put this up so you can't even see it now when you go around there. It's a shame, but yeah, I look forward to coming back, of course. I can confirm it now, we will be here when this ride opens next year. I'd like to think we'll be here on the opening day for it, but hopefully it will be, depending on when the date is. Definitely be back here in 2018 though. That's presuming it is going to open next year. They haven't actually confirmed anywhere that it is going to open next year, but we can assume with how the project's progressing now with track on site that it is going to open for 2018. So yeah, very exciting. Make our way into Woozy Town. home to Winge's Fear and Winge's Force. However, one of them is also closed today. In terms of ride reliability today, there is a few rides what are closed, which is a shame really. I mean, is it Winge's Fear or Force that's closed?
Fear, I think.
Fear's closed and Force is open, is it?
I think so.
Is it?
I can't remember what it said on the board.
Fear's the one's closed. Yeah, it is.
Fear's closed and Force is open. Yeah, it's a shame really that the girls aren't going to be able to get the credit, but at least they can get, you know, one of these rides in. It's more about Chapas really, but they'll have to come back and do it at some point.
Sean, get the washing in!
Get the washing in? Oh wait, oh there it is, all the washing. I do really like it inside here. It is a unique themed area home to these two Marathon spinning coasters. Or Mara AG as they're known now.
One, Sean.
Yeah, it's got two, but only one's open. Yeah. Got a little flat ride in the middle as well, which is quite nice with the views.
We've got a buffet coming on here later.
Charlotte, the buffet's not for you. The buffet's closed. She needs one after Taron. Love how you've got the spirals, the helixes running all the way around here as well. Really nice and interactive. Winge's Fear and Winge's Force. Looks like there's going to be some sort of event happening in here soon. You've got all the trussing out as well as the tables, so there's going to be something happening. Off we go. Way. Winges. Way. Off we go. I do enjoy this section. Good fun all the way around. Way. Into the helix. It is a really smooth ride, isn't it? Hey, air time! Into the trick track. Here we go. This is where we get the weird stuff now. So we've just come off Winges. I enjoyed it as always. I mean, with Winges, it's a bit of a strange theme, isn't it, on that one? But yeah, I do really like the trick track elements where you're on your side. And Charlotte wasn't expecting that, were you?
I wasn't expecting that. I'm terrified.
It's a bit different, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, on POVs and stuff, you can't really see that, I suppose, can you? Unless you do the, you know, you have the lights on and stuff. But yeah, you enjoyed it?
Yeah, I really like it. Better than any others that I've done.
Is that your best marathon spinner, is it?
I still like Crush's Coaster, but I've only ever had like 2 goes on it.
Oh yeah, Crush's Coaster is good. Yeah, it's not got any unique elements, but the theming on Crush's Coaster is great. So we're going on Temple in the Night Hawk now, and this is the longest indoor roller coaster in the world. Not just Germany, not just Europe, but the world. Yesterday we were at Efteling and we went on the biggest pirate ship in the world.
Indoor roller coaster in the world.
It is boring. You might think, what's with the space theming? This ride actually used to have all space theming inside. There was actually stuff to look at, whereas now it's more of a relaxing ride and you sit there and enjoy this 5-minute experience and go up the 3 lift hills and enjoy the soundtrack. You know, that's what this ride's about. How was Winges, Leah? Did you like that one? You got a bit excited on there, didn't you, on the drop? Were you facing down? Were you facing down the drop? Were you?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting
I suppose if you've never been on it before, you wouldn't really know there's a vertical lift hill at the start. It's one of those, isn't it? There's Temple. So we just come up the first lift hill on Temple in the Nighthawk. No point in me really filming this one because there's nothing to see at all. Martin, Mate, it's time to wake up. Martin, wake up. Yeah, end of the ride. End of the ride. Sorry, guys, you was just falling asleep. It was that good.
Oh, thanks, mate.
I didn't want to leave you going right. You've already had 10 laps, haven't you?
Have I?
Yeah, you've had 10 laps.
God.
Oh my
that
God.
music just it's so great to put you to sleep.
To be fair, it is one of those rides where it is very relaxing compared to a lot of very intense rides at this park. It's quite chilled out, just sitting on there and enjoying, just keeping your eyes closed. I don't even keep my eyes open on that. I just shut them and enjoy the atmosphere, but at least Martin's awake now anyway.
Thanks for waking me up, mate.
It's alright, well there was people waiting in the air gates. They got a bit annoyed after the 9th lap.
Oh.
Yeah. How was it, Leah, down the front? A bit boring, yeah.
There's some lights like on the side of the train.
It's no Vogel though, is it? Come on. How was it?
Oh, fine for a top coaster, that is.
Another top coaster. Did you enjoy it?
Say, I like them sort of rides, but it was alright after the first lap, then it was boring.
Yeah, it gets a bit repetitive, that one, doesn't it? A bit boring, but hey, we've been on it nice and early, and it means that if we do this early, we've got the good stuff to come later on, such as, of course, Talican, Black Mamba, Colorado Adventure. No one's going to ride with me on Talican. Why?
I might do it, but that's out.
You've got to have one go. If you don't like it, you don't have to do it again, do you? We're going to go and do the Hollywood on tour, I think, now, just around the corner, which is a dark ride located in the same building. And this is how popular Hollywood on tour is. People queuing up, waiting to get onto this.
It's too busy, Sean.
Too busy?
Too busy, mate. Let's go on something else.
To be fair, there is some really good theming in there. Some good scenes. Nobody joining me in the front. Come on, Mark. Come and have a front row ride with me. Oh, are you alright there, Leah? There's the girls behind.
Oh, look. There's Alex Crump.
Hey, alright, Alex. He's got a cigar on the gate.
Every single park so far.
Yeah,
Every single park we've been to, we've seen Alex Crump.
Alex, are you doing an Instagram live video yet? Here we go. Time to get wet. Oh!
You think we were going to get wet then? It's got some good rock work.
There is some good theming in here. The scenes are very nice, actually. You can just tell, compared to other stuff at the park, it's just old, it's dated. And with this park struggling for space as it is, you can't really leave stuff like this for years and years. You've got to keep expanding, keep modernising. And that's what Phantasialand have been doing for numerous years already now. It's still a lot better than most of our dark rides back in the UK, to be fair. Charlotte, get back in the boat. There's a shark. Charlotte, quick.
Save yourself, Charlotte.
I'm a bit worried. Quick, get Martin.
Quick.
Charlotte, come back. Oh, she's still in the boat.
No!
Yeah! Oh my God, I was really concerned then. Oh, Charlotte, that scared me. I thought you were out with the shark. Oh, what a relief. Tarantula.
Is this War of the Worlds?
Tarantula.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Never heard.
So here we've got Harry and Lee, who are out there with Tarzan, having a spin round. Some really nice lighting actually in this scene. Hello. Wizard of Oz now.
Toto, es scheint mir, als ob du nicht mehr kennst.
do really find this King Kong animatronic actually really good. I mean, look at the face, for example. Think about how many moving parts there is just for his facial features alone. And then you think about everything else. Obviously his eyebrows, his nose, his mouth, you know, everything. He moves side to side, his ears. How many different moving parts there is on that animatronic. Look at his arm here, his hand, his fingers. I tried to think how many moving parts there actually is on there. It's a really, really good, high quality animatronic. At its time, I bet that was one of the most impressive ones out there when this was built. You can definitely tell that Hollywood on tour is not going to last in this park much longer, so I'm glad we managed to get that in again, just in case it does close at any point this year. I mean, you never know with this park. They keep pulling surprises out there for us, especially with the new roller coaster Fly so soon, even though Taron only opened last year. It's crazy to think that you know, they're already building their next major coaster here at the park. But yeah, Hollywood on tour, how was it?
It was okay.
Yeah, some of the theming in there is quite nice, but
yeah, it wasn't amazing. It was just a nice little boat ride.
Nice little boat ride. Martin and Leah aren't a big fan of the really intense rides. Phantasialand does have some of those. So to be fair, neither Charlotte.
I don't like them.
We're about to ride what is the most intense ride really in the park, and one of the best flat rides out there in the world.
No.
Talican, a Hus top spin.
Why are you making me do this?
And here it is, Talican. It's actually quite busy. So this ride's famous across the world for its fire effects, theming all the way around it. It is stunning.
I'm not gonna like this.
You don't like intense rides, do you? And this is one, but I'm so proud of you for coming on.
I'm gonna be like...
At least she's coming on and giving it a go. I said the same to Leah. You've got to try these things. Obviously Leah would never go on something like this, because flat rides are genuinely more intense and more repetitive than coasters. I'm sure a lot of you know. But how's this for theming though?
It's amazing, but I'm really not looking forward to it.
You're going to be fine. You'll be fine. There we are. Yeah, so we're going to meet up with Martin and Leah for lunch. They've gone to watch one of the shows. The shows here at the Phantasialand are amazing, but we did spend 2 days in Efteling this time. Me personally, I'd rather spend 2 days here, but next time I come, yeah, hopefully this winter, I'll definitely be here for a few days to come and see it all again, because I really do enjoy this park. I find a lot of the rides very rideable. Of course, when I get back on Chapas. But yeah, we'll do Talican. Like I say, hopefully we're going to get to see it one of the shows later on, but we thought with it being Charlotte's first time and Charlotte wanted to do all the big rides as well, we'll skip the show for now, do a few rides, and then hopefully get to watch one of the shows later on, because you've got like the big acrobats show, which is called Jump, and then you've also got the ice skating show, which I really enjoy the ice skating show. All the lighting, a really nice production, and then along with that you've got like a show in Berlin at the entrance as well, which is sort of all about big acrobats, and it's in a really nice themed sort of building there. What you've got all like bookcases and chandeliers. It's all very nice, like a castle style theme. So we'll see you when we come off Talican. Talican, Talican. Off we go on Talican here at the marvellous Phantasialand. I'm so proud of Charlotte for coming on. Unfortunately we are on the back, so we don't get the view of the fire, but we'll get to see it when we spin upside down. Oh, Talican. It's a booby trap. Not a booby trap. Uh-oh. Backwards. booby trap. I know you can't see Charlotte, but she looks alright at the moment. She's alright, she's alive. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we made it. Wow. There we go, Taron at Phantasialand. Not quite as impressive on the back, but Charlotte did it. And is she okay? Is a thumbs down? Ah. We're getting a bonus spin now. There we are. Must not have parked properly. There we go. Wow. So proud of Charlotte for going on. We'll find out what the review is when we come off. Well done. So Charlotte's just come off, Taron with me, and how was it? How was your experience?
It gave me a headache.
I was watching and you had your eyes shut quite a bit, didn't you? Not like there's that much to see on the back anyway, really. You get more of an impact on the front, really, in terms of the fire and the water, but was it as bad as you were expecting?
It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. It wasn't as intense as I thought it would be. It just gave me a headache.
Oh, no. Did you like the restraints on that, though? The difference in the likes of Ramesses and stuff?
Yeah, they're comfortable.
Yeah, instead of having the...
Down,
like the bar, what comes down like on your lap, and the OTSRs.
Well.
Yeah, it sort of clicks into place, doesn't it? Oh, I'm so proud of you coming on, though. Well done. I'm just gutted that you're not going to get to ride Chapas, because this thing is gorgeous. As the sign says, closed all day. I know rides can't help it when they have downtime and stuff, but it's a shame with this one. Out of everything, it was with request last time, Chapas this time. However, I do like the new entrance. All this is brand new for this year. All you used to have was a sign at the side. And obviously they thought, you know what, there's not enough theme in here. Let's add some more in. And then you got all this round here. Hey, but you've been on. You've been on. You don't have to ever ride it again if you don't want to on Taron. How are you finding Phantasialand so far?
Yeah, it's nice.
Nice part?
Yeah, it's really nice. Nicely themed. I like how all the areas are different as well.
Yeah, the theming is really nice here, and you can't judge it by the outside. I know you were put off, weren't you, by the outside of it. It's more when you get into the park where you feel it. You can't really judge it from a car park. Gorgeous, this Mexico area. But yeah, don't worry, if you do want to see on-ride footage and off-ride of Chapas, check out all our other vlogs here from the park where it's been open. The one time where I really wanted it to be open for Charlotte and it's not. There's so much to this ride, and the disco section inside, all the hidden bits and all the rock work. It's amazing, but don't worry, there's a B&M invert to get on called Black Mamba. It's located in Africa, deep in Africa in fact, which is just round the corner, so we'll make our way around that way and soon get some lunch. At least we're not having to really queue for rides today, though. "15-minute wait at the moment for Black Mamba, not too bad at all for the park's B&M invert. Make our way through the queue line. I really enjoy Black Mamba. I think it's a really good inverted coaster, and the fact that, again, much like the other rides here at the park, but especially Taron in Klugheim, there's so many tunnels and near misses that really make the experience on this. And of course it'll be Charlotte's first time on here as well. So we're on the back row of Black Mamba now for this one. It's quite cool actually today here at Phantasialand. It's not really hot. Off we go. Intense. Woo. Wow. Love the near misses. You really feel as though your feet are going to bash against the rocks. ride there on Black Mamba, the Parks B&M inverted coaster. On the back row, it's really intense. I mean, don't underestimate that ride. It might not be very tall and feature loads of massive elements, but with that ride, all the near misses and the fact you're so close to the rocks along the side really does give you some, you know, intensity. I think it really feels like you're going to bash against those rocks. I don't think Charlotte really liked that one, did you? A bit too intense. This park has got some very intense rides, to be fair. What did you think to it?
I didn't like it.
Just didn't enjoy it. Maybe on the front row you might find it a bit more enjoyable.
Yeah.
Time for Sean's food review then now. I've gone for the bratwurst and chips. However, you can't actually get the XL ones anymore from just downstairs here. They're only the small ones now. But €7.50 for that and a drink, I don't think it's too bad. But Charlotte's paid €11 for a drink, a bat, and chicken nuggets and chips. But depends where you go. I do think generally food here is priced quite well. I know ice creams and stuff as well from over there. They're not too expensive either, like a few euro. But yeah, having a really nice day here so far. I really enjoy this park, and I know the other guys aren't really that keen on it, I don't think. I don't know what Charlotte really thinks to it, I don't know, but what are you doing? But I really enjoy it. I think the theme is nice, the atmosphere is really nice as well, and it's got some of the best rides out there in the world. Brilliant coasters, a really good water ride even though it's closed today, and of course it's still got the likes of River Quest. Hey, love River Quest, with its new theming for this year, and Mystery Castle to get on as well. So I'm going to enjoy my food, and we'll see you afterwards. Howdy! We're going on Colorado Adventure now, which is a Vekoma mine train coaster that opened here at Phantasialand in 1996, this one. It's got a Wild West style theme to it, but technically it's part of the Mexico themed area now. I mean, I'm unsure on where this really fits in. I'd like to see a bit more Mexican theming around it and sort of blend it all in a bit more. It used to be in its own sort of Wild West area. Don't underestimate this, it's actually quite an intense ride. Off we go on the lift hill. Number 1 for Colorado Adventure. It's a good family coaster, this. Oh, there's Chiapas, bless her. Hey. Howdy! Hey. It's good theming down there. This is normally where you'd wave to the riders going up on Chiapas on the first lift hill. You like this one?
Yeah, it's like being back on Big Thunder Mountain.
Big Thunder Mountain. Oh, there's the boats. Sono. Wow. Oh. Hey. Oh. You sound like you're enjoying this one. Colorado. Plenty of rock work around this one. Phantasialand love the rock work. Hashtag rock work. Oh, and there you got Fly over there as well. Oh, you got a really good view there, that inversion. Look at that. Hotel Matamba. Whoa. Good drop now. Yeah. Oh, I did really enjoy that. What a good ride. Oh, it's a really good, solid family coaster, that one. Really enjoyed Colorado Adventure. How was your ride then on Colorado Adventure?
Oh, I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was like being back in Big Thunder Mountain.
I really enjoyed it.
It's quite intense as well for a family coaster. Some of the helixes are really good, aren't they?
It was really good.
Really good head choppers, and the dark section in there is great as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, right, we're going on to the dark ride now. Guys, 30 car, 5-minute wait. It is a very weird ghost train. Have you ever seen what this is like in here or not?
No.
Maybe not, it's a surprise. Yeah, you'll like this one. Very strange animatronics inside. It's like it's a Chinese themed like ghost train really. Some very strange stuff happening inside. Martin and Liam will still be in the show. We're not too sure on their location at the moment. Spooky. Straight down this way. It's all part of the fun of it. We'll see you on the ride, Costa Rica. It is weird.
Oh, it's like Phantasialand.
Yeah. Le Phantom. Some weird stuff inside here. Look at that. What the hell is that?
Oh, there's something in
Really nice use of the Papa's Ghost effect inside this ride as well. As you saw in the scene just. It's very strange, very, very strange, but I do quite like it. It's kind of got its own character. You're a bit tired there, Charlotte. And we end with a very large animatronic.
Look, they're all trying to climb up here.
Very weird, whatever's going on in here. I like it though, because most ghost trains all follow the same theme. The fact that this follows this Chinese, this Oriental style
Look
theme.
at that there, I don't know what it is. It's funny.
It's very different. Do you like it?
Yeah.
It's just different, isn't it? I think it's the word. You know, it's nice to see a ghost train with a different theme. And it's quite long as well, that one. My favourite scene in there has to be the ship, because you've got like a wind machine blowing towards you as well, and it really adds to the overall experience, that one. Very well themed though. Do you like it? Costa Rica. The theming here at Phantasialand is amazing. I mean, the floors are themed, the walls are themed, everything is just so immersive. I know that's my favourite word when I come here, but first time I visited this park, I was so shocked with it all. I'd seen photos and wanted to see it all in person. It is just lovely, it really is. You've got Hotel Lingbao at the back just there, one of the hotels here, and then you've got Hotel Matamba, which overlooks Black Mamba, the B&M Invert. We're going on Jeonju Palace.
Yeah.
This Vekoma Madhouse, and I must admit it's a bit pre-show heavy again. Much like Villa Volta in my opinion at Efteling. Yeah, the pre-shows are just a little bit long with not enough action. Maybe because we're treated to Hex and The Haunting, which both have really good pre-shows with a lot going on back in the UK. That's something we're actually quite good at, Vekoma Madhouses. It's a little bit freaky in here, welcome. Shh. Don't get too scared. So we've just come off the Madhouse here at the park, and yeah, you know my thoughts on it really. I'm not a massive fan. I do like how they tried to do something a bit different. Again, much like Costa Rica really, having a Chinese Oriental themed Madhouse. It was an interesting one to try. Like Charlotte said though, it's a bit confusing. I was confused when I first went on it. I mean, you've got the like the fighting scene, haven't you? And then yeah, it's not very exciting. And when you're actually on the Madhouse itself, there's not a lot going on, is there really? Now, Leah and Martin have gone to watch another show, haven't they? They've abandoned us today, but we don't mind so much. I think because Leah doesn't really want to do a lot of the rides here with them being in big, intense coasters, well, like Black Mamba. Even though she went on Taron earlier and loved it, she doesn't really like the B&M coaster, so she's not going to be doing that. And she's also not interested in the likes of Talica and a few of the other rides at the park. So me and Charlotte are going to be spending quite a bit of time, probably just us, aren't we, really, this afternoon? For the first time this trip. We're going on Taron now, we're going to try the single rider queue. Hopefully, should be quite quiet. Main queue's 40, so we're going to give single rider a go, which is next to the main entrance. We'll see you a little bit later. Single.
Das Spiel ist aus, Mäusebande.
So we only waited about 10 minutes just in the single rider queue for Taron. That's lovely in here, isn't it? We're going on Mouse and Chocolate now. It's Charlotte's first ever time on one of these, actually. An interactive ride where you get a lot of theming mixed in with screens, special effects. It's an interactive dark ride that opened here at Phantasialand in 2011. It's actually manufactured by ETF Ride Systems. ETF are the ones who are responsible for the beautiful Symbolica at Efteling that we rode for the first time a couple of days ago. Make sure you watch our day 1 and day 2 vlogs from Efteling, as we are in the process of doing a big trip at the moment. We've got 2 more parks left, and that's Bobbejaanland and Plopsaland, and we've just done a few different parks as well, so make sure you check out all the different vlogs from our September 2017 mega trip. And like I say, it's not just this park we've done lots of them if you have just come across this video, so make sure you do go and check those out. This is really well themed, and like Charlotte says, you've got some really nice smell pods in here as well. It's lovely, isn't it? It smells like warm chocolate. Yeah. And I really like this type of ride. I actually prefer this version to Toy Story Midway Mania. I know a lot of people do prefer Toy Story, but I always like things that aren't an IP, so to speak. This is their own storyline. It's basically about a chocolate factory and a baker and being attacked by all these little mouse that keep running around.
No, I don't want to be attacked.
Oh, you won't be attacked. They attack the food, not you.
Oh, that's good then.
It's a happy themed ride. All the different baking trays up there. Look, do you want to do some bacon?
Yeah.
What have you got in your oven today then, Charlotte?
I've got some fresh buns.
Some fresh buns. I love some fresh buns.
Yeah.
Comment below, what's your favourite type of cake?
Chocolate muffin.
Chocolate muffin, yeah. Yeah, it's not too bad. This queue's only round there to the left, down the steps. We'll see you on the ride. I think Charlotte will quite enjoy these. Basically, you have like a, what do you call it? What you put cream on like a cake with, like a
whisk.
No, not a whisk. That's what you mix it up with. It's like the cream comes out of it, like
an icing bag.
Yeah, like an icing bag, and then you have to pull the icing bag, like the rope on it, and it shoots stuff out. It's good. I think it's Charlotte's kind of ride. This. She might not like it. I don't know, but I think she might. I quite like it as well. The theming's really good, so we'll get on board. I'll show you a bit of the ride system. I do really like the theming on here. Keep going. Welcome to Hotel Taron, the fun house here at Phantasialand. Hello. I think Charlotte will enjoy this one. Did you enjoy Mouse or Chocolat?
I loved it. We should go in.
Yeah. Yeah, it hurts your hands quite a bit. So, a button on it, yeah. I suppose they have the little pulley things fit with the theme, don't they, really? Da, 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 da. Yeah, jazz hands. Hello. Let's go. Oh, yeah, thank you. The Hotel Tartuffe. Yeah.
Okay, where are you from?
We're from England.
England! Oh, please welcome the Queen!
Yeah, there she is, the
and please
Queen.
welcome the King!
Yeah.
Nice to meet you!
Nice to meet you too. Here comes the lift. Yeah.
Who was singing yesterday? Oh, my father said so far away! Who was singing? The Beatles!
The Beatles, yeah, Liverpool,
Who
yeah.
was singing? I am sailing, I am sailing on the water, on the sky. Who?
I don't know who said that.
Rod Stewart.
I don't know.
Of course, sing Crack on the Rock, Crack on the Rock.
Oh.
Elton John.
Yeah.
Welcome, please.
Bye-bye.
Say bye-bye. Say
Bye-bye. He was good, so we all welcome to the elevator. The Beatles, of course, Rod Stewart. We're going all the way up there. I love the soundtrack in here. I never say it every time, but here we are. I'm not going to attempt to do a full loop this time, but I have done one on this one of them before in a previous vlog. Hey. Come on, do it. I love these fun houses, they're so good. It reminds me of being back down in London at Hyde Park Winter Wonderland when I do these. Obviously all the walls are skewiffed, all the paintings upside down. I really like it, it's a long one as well this. I really like the one at Toberland, but this one's even bigger. Where are you going? Where's she gone? I've lost her. There she is. You got to jump between them all.
I'm the queen.
Way into favourite effects around here. I like this one. Easy toilet. There you go. Uh-oh. Oh. Bum, 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 bum. Topped up. This sound kind of expecting the theme to be on fly when it opens. A bit steampunky. Charlotte, mind out for the plates, okay? Welcome to Wedgwood. Up we go. Bye-bye. I've never seen a man in there before. Do you reckon he's just a park guest who decided to dress up for the day? I don't know. Here comes Charlotte on the slab. Yeah. Oh my gosh, you love that one. How was that? It's the thrill ride, that one. Did that scare you a bit? It all happened a bit quick, that. It's quite steep at the top. You going again? No. You sure? Yeah. What do you think to Hotel Tartov? It's great, isn't it? It's so well themed in here, really nice. I thought I'd get you on it quick. It's quite a steep one. I really enjoy these types of attractions, and it's something what we don't have enough of back home and stuff like this. Really enjoyed that. Really nice walk. I enjoy it every time that I come here to Phantasialand. Oh my God, what have you got there? You got your poncho on?
I have. It cost me €5.
€5
for that.
Martin's back, Leah's back. They've been to watch some shows, and we're going on River Quest. We have to meet up for this. They're in a massive group ride on the park's rapids. Now this, much like any rapids, a bit hit or miss. Sometimes you'll get absolutely soaked. And when I say soaked, you're talking Valhalla wet. Other times, you might not get much at all.
It may happen. You stay dry, lucky you. You get wet, refreshing. You get soaked to the skin and
beneath. You have been warned. We're also coming on here because we've got some new theming, and I believe the lift has also been themed. It's got some vinyls or something in there now, so I look forward to seeing that. It was the one thing that let this ride down. Look at this beautiful queue line though. Really good theming. Are you ready for your first ever ride on River Quest?
Yeah, because I got a poncho!
Obviously you've got a lift what takes you up, and then you come all around the top of this building and slowly make your way down through a series of drops, whirlpools, rapid sections. And it says it's a 0-minute wait at the moment. We're gonna hope. Let's go on River Quest. We've also had a couple more rides on Taron just as well, which was good, so managed to get those in. It's really quiet, let's go. River Quest, see you on the ride. Well, off we go then. Hearing mystery on River Quest. Let the fun begin. Are you all ready? Are you guys ready? Yeah! Are you guys ready? Yeah! Here we go. find out if these lifts have got a bit of theming in. They were bland and boring before. Hopefully, there's going to be at least something in there now. I believe there is. Hey, the lifts have actually got some theming in now. Not loads, but it's better than it was before. In we go. How wet did we get last year, Martin? I can't remember.
I didn't really get that wet.
No. Are you ready? Are you okay? No. You'll be fine. We're going up. Just whatever you do, don't look that way at the top, okay? There we go. There we go, River Quest. Oh wow, look at all this new theming as well. There we go. Are you alright, Leah?
That was a mega wave.
It was a mega wave. Oh wow, look at all this. It was very bland up here before, and now you've got loads of theming all the way around that matches the style of Klugheim. This looks a lot better than it did before.
It was very bland.
It was very bland. It was like a multi-storey car park. That's how I described it first time I went on. Things are about to get better. It is very much dependent on where you sit on this ride though. You don't get soaked in every position.
No!
I think you should be safe.
Oh, I really like the smashed glass that we've got here.
But it's soaking wet.
Look at the smashed glass there, that's nice. Good effect.
Do you think it should? Oh no.
I think
Was that poncho worth it?
It's alright.
Right, here we go. The fun really begins now. Who's going to get it? That's the question. Here's the big one. Here we go. KC Mega Wave, the biggest one you'll ever get on a rapids, this one. Here we go. Oh! Uh-oh, it's going to be us. We're getting it. Oh no, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Yeah! I got it. Oh yes. Oh my god. And there we go, that's River Quest. It's not the longest rapids out there. It's got to be done again. It's got to be done. Time for round number 2 on River Quest. Don't know why I'm being a pirate. Who's going to get it? We've lost a rider this time. Can you guess who we've lost? It was Leah. She bailed. But she had one go, bless her. But she bailed on ride 2. Here we go. Come on, Martin. Oh no! Whoa! Hey! You got it. Yeah, you got that. Pretty bad there. Pretty bad. Uh-oh, it's me again. Here we go. Whoa! Oh, it's mine as well. We got it. Oh, that wasn't quite as bad as the first go. Oh my God. Famous last words there from Sean. Yeah, maybe you do get quite a bit on that one. See, that's the thing. On the last ride, nobody really got wet there. And then on that one, Martin got soaked. So it just shows how different this ride can be, depending on the time, where you sat, the weight in the boat.
It's so fancy, so dry.
I think it's worth a re-ride. One more.
Nah.
No, is he done?
No, that's it.
Are you done?
Nah.
Martin's done. So we've just had 2 rides there on River Quest, as you saw there from the footage, and yeah, that is a really good rapids. It might not be very fast, and it might not sort of, you know, take you around a massive layout, but it's a good rapids. It's so unique, that is, and from down here, if that's your first time going on that, you're not going to have a clue what to expect up there. And Martin probably got the wrath of it there on ride number 2. Look at that, it's soaked right through his coat. Did you have your coat zipped up as well?
Yeah.
Look at that, all the way through. Leah had one go, then she bailed.
Hey. It needs a lap part, that.
Yeah.
Dry though.
Yeah, you're not too bad actually. And Charlotte, you had your 2 rides. How is your poncho all right?
That's what I can describe.
Why do you think it's dangerous? Come on.
Because you go down that drop and you're like, I nearly fell out. Dangerous.
You got to hold on, haven't you, really?
Yeah.
With that, I can see where people are coming from in terms of maybe a seatbelt or something is needed, but I do really enjoy that. It's a really good rapids, one of the best out there, and yeah, we got absolutely soaked on that. Anyway, we're going on Mystery Castle now, which is this shot and drop tower inside here. Are we going to have some actors today, do you reckon?
Mystery Castle.
Oh, Mystery Castle. Oh, mystery. Let's go. Yes! Go on, keep leading us, Charlotte.
Just gone onto the door.
Oh my God.
That's not funny.
Oh. I just want you to have the best experience, that's all.
Really, everyone's bad.
I think that has to be highlight of the day for me.
Best not being on the wall.
This theming's great in here. It creates a really happy vibe before you're getting on this drop tower. She did not like that. Oh my God. What's wrong? You don't like that? Yeah, okay. Welcome to Halloween, ladies.
Welcome to Mystery Castle.
Oh, that was great. That was so good. Captured on camera as well. There won't be any more now. We're not. No scares on the stairs, viewers. Always remember that. No scares on the stairs. Let's go. How they play this really nice music out here, you know, and it's such a big ride, big thrill ride. A lot of people would find that quite scary. Obviously, with us being enthusiasts, we don't really find it that scary, do we, Leah?
No.
We didn't go on, but Charlotte, how do you like that?
That's a Charlotte drop tower.
There's not much force to that at
No,
all. I'd much rather them have built like a normal Intamin drop tower in the middle of it and had some theming around it, but yeah,
That's
it's...
scary at the beginning.
Yeah, you had a good scare, didn't you, there? No scares on the stairs, though, always remember that, as we come up to Halloween. You like it, Martin?
Yeah. It was a little bit longer than last.
Yeah, it was a mystery, not a misery.
It was a little bit longer than last time, but...
It still needs to be longer, twice as long would be nice.
It does. But I just like how interactive it is with the other drop towers.
You get some really nice views and different cycles on each one as well. You enjoying my little dance, are you? What are you doing? You filming me doing this little dance?
Your shoelaces are undone, mate.
You're joking. Do you like this little dance, do you? I like this. You know what? When I have a shower at home, sometimes I'll put this one on. I just like this one. I think it's nice. I'll stand there in the shower like... And a little
Who
dance.
keeps on breaking the shower back at our chalet?
Not me, I promise. It's definitely not me. So this is really the last major ride that we've got to do today out of the ones that have been open. It is a shame that we've not had Chapass today and the other Windjass, but it's still a really nice day and we've managed to get around the park and get people on the ride, you know, who've not done them before, which is really good. So yeah, we're going on Rake. It's the Vekoma Junior Boomerang. Oh, the door's been oh, there we go. Oh, that's it, there we go. That door's not normally closed, but we'll pop that back, there we go. thought we'd gone the wrong way or something then. I was like, what? I'm sure it's around that way. Yeah, I do like with this though, how they put in a massive thrill coaster last year and also built a family coaster. It's really nice. You don't normally get parks thinking about both sort of age ranges when they put in an attraction. So I do like how they did that. They've got the big coaster and then a little small family coaster next to it. And to be honest, it's quite nice. This is quite good. Again, a lot of this ride's hidden. It's actually right down the bottom there underneath all these logs and comes out at the side. Taron, and you see it, it's just coming down there now. There we are. Let's go. Only a 5-minute wait for Ray. Off we go, on rake! Whee! Airtime! Whee! Whoa! You don't really go very far on this one at the top there. What is Charlotte doing? You're pulling faces on here. There we go, and that's Ray. So we've just come off Rake in Klugheim. How was Rake?
Rake's my favourite boomerang. I really
You like that, yeah? The Vekoma Junior boomerang.
Weird though, it's got like leg things, but I really enjoyed it. It was really good.
Yeah, it's nice. It's quite intense. You do get a bit of airtime on that,
Really
which is surprising. I was just saying actually to Martin, you know, if I owned a theme park, I'd put in one of those as one of the first things because they're a really good family coaster, and yet you still get a few moderate thrills on there as well. It's well worth coming out to see that. We've managed to do all the major rides then really here today. We've done well, haven't we? You know, it's gone really well today at Phantasialand. It's been nice. Normally for me, I do like coming here for a couple of days and seeing the shows. I mean, we've not watched any shows today, have we? But Martin and Leah have watched 2 of the shows, and the shows here are fantastic, and in my opinion, they really make the overall park experience. We've just not had time only coming for the one day. I'd like to think I'll be back at winter maybe this year. Can we do the winter event again? It was so good last year when me and Harry came. I'd like to think we'll come out here again and do that for a couple of days at some point. That's not a promise, but I'd like to, depending on time. So we're just inside the main gift shop as we come towards the end of our day here at Phantasialand. So a little look. In terms of merchandise, you don't really get loads of stuff here, which is a shame. You got a lot about the dragons, because obviously the dragons represents the different themed areas in the park and like the mascots of the park. Yeah, there's not a lot of stuff for Taron and stuff really. Taron, Hotel Matamba. Got a Black Mamba t-shirt up there and stuff. Yeah, merch could be amazing here. I mean, you got a Rake t-shirt there. There is a Taron t-shirt somewhere, but it looks like a kid's one really. The best thing they sell are like the audio, like you can buy the Chapass audio, and shame we've not got on that today really, but oh wow. Talican, I do like this mug. They've had this for quite a few years, this Talican mug. Oh, here we go. You got a CD celebrating the 50th birthday of the park. No, it doesn't have a track list on. Oh, the fireworks music. Ah, okay. It's only €5 as well, bargain. Yeah, shame really, not much in terms of merch. You reckon that Taron t-shirt might fit? You think so?
They're not kids' t-shirts because it comes in small, medium, large.
Oh, I'm going to buy one of them then. I've not actually got one. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
They're not kids' t-shirts.
Yeah, I'm going to buy one. I thought they were kids' ones, like the way they looked. I thought, why have a t-shirt for a thrill coaster or a kids' t-shirt? But yeah, there we go. At least there is something now. Job pass, clothes pass. Yeah, I'm definitely going to buy one of them t-shirts. So here we are then at Chapass, which as I mentioned has been closed for over a week now due to a part. Hopefully this will get fixed soon. I love this ride so much, and it's the steepest drop on a log flume in the world. And there it is, all the way down. We've got to get you on Chapass at some point. One thing I love about this so much is how it interacts with all the other areas and rides. I mean, you look at this here, it's built in such a small area, but the amount of interactions it has all around the top here is so close to the Africa themed area. It's so close to Klugheim. It's just amazing how much ride they fit into such a small space. Talking of rides, it's time for the last rides of the day. Just going to have time for a couple more on Taron before wrapping up our day here at Phantasialand. It's been a good day today. I wouldn't say it's been one of my favourite trips to the park, mainly because of no Chapass today. But it's been nice to get here and see it all yet again. It's a really nice park and one that I've really enjoyed. Definitely good to get back here, and hopefully Charlotte's enjoyed it as well. Looks like the storm's going to come though soon, doesn't it? Look at that.
Oh no, it's going to...
Have you enjoyed the park though?
Yeah.
It's very, you know, interesting when you turn up, isn't it? And it's not like a massive grand entrance and stuff. It's more when you get inside, the areas reveal themselves to you, you know.
Quite a lot as well.
Yeah, when you go to a park like Disneyland Paris or Efteling, you're greeted by a massive, impressive entrance, you know. Whereas when you come here, it's not like that. You have to sort of discover into the park. And then when you get in there, that's when you get immersed into all these different themed worlds. Here comes the rain. Time for the last rise on Taron. And we'll sum up our day here at the park. Just come off the back row and Charlotte was just in front of us. Last ride of the day on Taron. How was it?
Amazing. I much prefer it at the back, I think.
Even more intense.
Yeah, it is. It is even more intense. It just throws you out of those seats at the airtime hills, and it just, like, at the back on that second launch, just goes so fast and just...
You are so exposed with them restraints as well.
You are. That is the best part about it. If you had any other restraints on, I don't think I would like it half as much.
Yeah, they really make it, don't they?
That is what makes it, because you're just swinging, you know, as it goes round those turns.
There's nothing on your shoulders to stop you, is there? It's just like you're banging into the side of it. What a ride and what a day, a new top coaster for you. What's been your highlight, or is that a silly question? Is this the highlight of your day?
Yeah. No, that scare with...
the scare?
Yeah, the scare when we went into Mystery Castle. Just that was a priceless moment that you cannot get.
And we got it on camera as well. But yeah, what a ride, and Klugheim is gorgeous, and I'm glad you finally got to see it. You had a good tease last time you were here. It was nearly ready. We didn't get on it.
As much as I've got a new top coaster, I still don't like this park.
You're not a big fan of the park, no. What have been your other rides that you've enjoyed? River Quest was good, I like that.
I love River Quest, yeah, I love River Quest.
Anything else? Any other things you watched? The shows, were they good?
Yeah, they were alright, yeah.
Shows the park, yeah. There you go, Leah, you've enjoyed it, and you went on Taron as well. What's been your highlight?
Coming to the park.
Coming to the park and you've seen it. You like it here, don't you?
So far.
Your favourite part so far? A good thrill part here. It is more, you know, it's not got that magical atmosphere. You don't feel any magic inside this park. What you do get though is just a really good thrill experience here. But yeah, I'm glad you went on Taron and you've experienced a great ride. Charlotte, looking very cute. What's been the highlight of your day?
Taron's been the highlight.
Taron. It was great, wasn't it?
Yeah.
To get back on it, I've managed 5 rides, you've had 4. And what a day it's been here at the park. Yeah, what are your other thoughts on Phantasialand?
I enjoyed Mystery Castle.
Yeah.
That's a show that dropped on. Yeah, I've
Anything else?
I've just really enjoyed seeing the park in general.
Unfortunately, you've not get to ride Chapass, but next time we come, hopefully it'll be open. I mean, come on, it's an Intamin, isn't it? So yeah, it's not the most reliable. But yeah, what a brilliant day here at the park, and Klugheim really is the highlight here at Phantasialand. It's absolutely gorgeous, and you walk around this area and look at this, all the way around. My highlight of the day has been the scare with Charlotte. I've also enjoyed seeing the construction of Fly, and next time I come here we'll have a little look and see how that's progressed. on the brand new Vekoma flying coaster with a launch. What are you doing? You know, and just overall, hey, off to go. Off to go to Phantasialand. But yeah, just overall coming back here, Klugheim's gorgeous. Get yourself out here to come and see it, and hopefully you'll get to do Chat Bass as well. Thank you very much for watching. Tomorrow we're going to a brand new park that none of us have ever been to. It's Phantasialand, and I can't wait to go there and see it. Phantasialand, but I call it Phantasialand, and I can't wait to go and see it. It's a brand new park for us to see. 7 roller coaster credits, quite a few junior rides as well. It looks like a good park, so I'm looking forward to getting there and giving it a go. Thank you very much for watching, and from the beautiful Phantasialand, that means it's time to cue those credits. See you later, guys. Thank you for watching.